Eric B's Daily Vlogs.
As I walk and talk, I feel that I need to vent. So let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. I got a vent. That's all it is. I got a vent. I know this is Haunted Ghost Week, but there's too much political things going on that I feel like I want to voice my opinion, and it's a good platform with YouTube to get my word out. So I will do that. I am going to vent because of the man upstairs and his belief and his family values that's really destroying our nation. Standing right here, right in front, behind me over there, where you see all those people, the Full House house. The house that was all about family values, family living. Even though it's a TV show, their whole values was about house, family values. See all those people hanging out right there? House, family values. That's what the motto of the movie, TV show was. And this man in the White House signs an executive order today to talk about families that will not be separated at the border anymore. Anymore, that's the key. Anymore. As we watch everybody enjoying themselves over there, see how they're family. They're here to enjoy one area of San Francisco that's a big tourist attraction to a lot. But again, they are family. They're here to enjoy with their family. We didn't separate them when they came here on plane, train, or boat. Kept the family together. And me being a father of 3 and having to think about my child sitting in a cage crying, hungry, because all they're feeding him is apples. It's a little heart-wrenching. A little heart-wrenching. And at the same time, makes me wonder, how is he still in office? Why is this guy still in office? Why? Lady just walked by me with a stroller and a crying infant in the stroller. Now what if that was a crying infant that's sitting in a cage right now somewhere in Texas, San Diego border, because they decided to separate them from their mom and dad, who's just trying to come here, trying to cross the border to better their lives. Yes, there's process. Yes, there's ways to do it. Yes, there's all that. But to separate them because the president said that's what he wanted, and for you guys in White House who's actually listening to him, what's wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? Do you remember that scene in Gladiator at the very end when Joaquin Phoenix drops the sword and the men around him, he says, "Give me a sword," and they tuck their... Check the scene out. Check the scene out.
Quintus, sword! Give me your sword! Sword! Give me a sword! Sheathe your sword! Sheathe your sword!
That's what these guys in White House, that's what these guys in office needs to do. Tuck in the sword. Tell the president we are not going to do it. I mean, if you're a Republican and you're listening to what the president says, that's fine. That's your job. You're a Republican. Listen to what the president says. But as a parent, you guys had the audacity to sit there and say, this is law, this is what should be done. Okay, it's law, it's what it should be done. But the fact that you have hundreds of kids in a camp not being fed, crying for their parents, begging for their mom and dad to come back, begging for them to bring their mom and dad back. You're begging them, and you guys are doing nothing of it. And then now they're talking about American Airlines. They're going to take these kids. American Airlines is going to fly them, and now people are protesting American Airlines because You're American Airlines. And you're going to do this? Even if they're not here legally, even if they're here illegally. You're going to do this to kids? These kids don't know any better. These kids don't even know what's going on. These kids think my mom and dad's taking me to America because we're going to have a better life there. That's what these kids think. And then you're going to decide to pull them away, put them in a cage, treat them like animals, feed them bananas and apples, is what I read that they're feeding them. And think that's okay. Think that's okay. I came here and vlogged at this house, the Full House, what everybody calls it. Not the opening shot that was over there at a different scene, but this house where the opening credits shows these red doors. I came here because this house, the family that portrayed this house, talked about a lot of things, talked about the family values, what it's like to be a single dad with, uncles that's going to help everybody out. But at the end of the day, it was a TV show. It was a fairy tale. All those people who watch these shows overseas, internationally, it was a fairy tale. Because the America we live in now is nothing like Full House. The America that we live in now, with the president that's in the White House the way he is, all he cares about is his policies and his control, and doesn't care about the family values that this house right there portrayed in TV shows. I'm sick to my stomach. I am. This is not the America I know. This is not the America I grew up with or in. I've had in my lifetime presidents that people didn't agree with, presidents that people didn't like, presidents that people hated. But this is the first president that I can honestly say and agree with everyone and say, this is not a good president. This is a terrible president. His values, his core of ethics is not what me as an American know it is. And I know when he looks at me and he sees me, the first thing he's going to see is that the color of my skin is not the same as his, which is orange. He's going to look at me as a different type of person and probably try to get me deported, do all that other stuff. I'm here legally. My parents did what they had to do to keep me here legally. So there's nothing that he can do to try to get me out of this country. But for what he's doing right now to these many, many kids, and for us who are parents, for us who has kids, this man, why is he still there? Why is he still there? This is not a political thing anymore. It's a humanity thing. It's a humanity issue that's going on with this man, and we're still dealing with it. Why? Why are we still dealing with this? Why? He talks about religion, talks about color, talks about race, talks about all that stuff. But he forgets what it's like to be a father. He does. Because if he knew what it was like to be a dad, he would not be doing this. He would not. And then again, he signs an executive order. Yeah, he says that I'm, all this, all that. Too late. Too late. You have kids. I'm doing his little finger thing. You have kids in cages. You have kids that are eating apples, bananas, and oranges, and that's all they're getting. And then you say, yeah, we'll let them have fun. We'll let them play soccer. Really? Really? It's been 1 year. He's still there. We need to get him out of office. We need to move him. We need to get rid of him. We got to do whatever we can. And I don't know if this is what it takes for him to do that. For him to be removed. I don't know. I'm not political in that sense. I don't know what it takes to get this guy out of office. He's definitely non-humanitarian person. He's definitely an ignorant human being. Definitely. I always say things like, if he didn't have his goons, if he didn't have his guys, if he didn't have anybody around him, he's just a regular person that couldn't stand up for himself, because he would honestly get his ass kicked. That's what's going to happen to him. He can't fight. He's just blah, 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 all with words. If he was not the president, which he's not my president, just a person on the street, and I guarantee, once he's not president anymore, you're gonna have a lot of people who's gonna hate him and is gonna turn their back on him, is gonna want to kill him. I guarantee that. That's the kind of person he is. This is my rant for the day. You guys know I don't usually do this type of vlogs. I do, but I don't. I usually vlog about, it's supposed to be Haunted Week. That's what we're supposed to be talking about today. Haunted Week, but I felt like this is a more important issue than haunted locations that I was gonna touch on today. So, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know how I feel. This man needs to go. Where's Jack Bauer when you need him? Where? Jack Bauer? Where are you? Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Hopefully, the president will end soon, too. Thanks for watching, guys. Home peace.
I made this.